Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, Shogi, OCD, beautiful wife, Virginia Bradley, Juliet, Little Mouse, everybody. Here we go.
Cool.
Welcome back, Fun Fam. And if you're brand new to the channel, welcome in to Follow the Bradley's Fun, which tomorrow I might have learned something new about how to even put that on the screen. Who knows? We're learning all the time. How is everybody this morning? I hope that wherever you are having a phenomenal day. Speaking of the day as of the recording this, today is Tuesday, the 13th day of August, 2024, the second day of school for our son, who is in middle school now. The time is going by so fast, although it goes by faster now because when I was that young, there wasn't a middle school. It was junior high, and it didn't start until 7th grade. 6th grade was the top of the elementary school. I wish it would go back to that. Makes you feel like you're having kids a little bit longer. But, you know, the government wants our kids, so we got to get them in the school. Actually, our kid's not in a government school this year. He's in a charter school, which I'm pretty happy about. Welcome to the Daily Dish, everybody. How is everybody out there? Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully you can hear me in the chat. I'm looking for certain things that I'm still working on, technical stuff, trying to find what it is that I am looking for to share today, because we are going to talk about something. Actually, let me see if I can throw this poll into the chat. I see you, Izzo. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me see if I can do this. I want to start a poll. Here we go. Should talk among yourselves just for a moment here while I write this poll. All right, so I think we did it. Let's see if it works. The audio is let me see here. What's going on with the audio? I wonder if it's my microphone. All right. I think that worked. There was possibly no audio for a minute as I wasn't talking for just a moment. Let's see who all is in the house. Wow, I'm seeing 16 of you all watching right now. So is my audio acting up, or was that just the fact that I was silent for just a moment? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. I've been trying to fix things with the sound and with the audio and with the picture. Hopefully it is okay now. And yes, I think I've found what I'm looking for over here, which is good. And then there's one other thing that I'm looking for, and that is to see if Culture Casino has posted his 6-minute daily yet. All right, so let me see. Going back here. Okay, let's say hi, everybody. I see you out there. First in the house this morning was Little Mouse was in the house. There's another little mouse behind me right over here. Can you see? The Hulk. The Hulk has Little Mouse in, and Hulk is like Puny Mouse. All right. And Juliet says, good afternoon for the Bradleys and the chat. Good afternoon. Juliet, my beautiful wife, says, good morning, everybody. Hello. Native Hawaiian is in the house. Aloha and good morning, y'all. OCDD 93. I like how you have it in parentheses, how to pronounce it. OCDD 93. Very cool. Welcome. Going Shogi. Thank you for being here so early in the morning. And Canadian Family Life. Tiffany is here. Hey, all from Canada. Izzo's Place. Yo. What's up, Izzo's Place? I am tired. Are you guys tired this morning? I don't know, man. I don't know why I'm so tired. I don't think I should be. So here's where OCDD says the audio is already acting up. I would look into switching internet providers, maybe. Unfortunately, we don't have that option here. There really is just the one. I don't see that happening on any other. So, and you deserve to be heard. Thank you, OCDD93. I appreciate that. I deserve to be heard. MK will be hot as an oven without. Magic Kingdom will be hot as an oven without Rivers of America and TSI, Tom Sawyer's Island, in it. Well, it's not going to be good. That's for sure. That is for sure. And that's really the subject of what we're going to be talking about. That's why I put the poll in the chat. And hopefully you guys are taking advantage of that poll. So far, we've got 73% of you saying, no, they should not be destroying classic attractions, Tom Sawyer's Island. It's really the Rivers of America. If they could do something just on Tom Sawyer's Island and keep the Rivers of America, that might not even be too bad. Izzo says, and I love this one, maybe we can talk Gatorland Zoo into buying Tom Sawyer's Island. I can ask. I live, just walk down the street and ask them. That's where I live. Yes. Somebody else said this, like Max Headroom. That's funny. All right. So, and this is, it keeps being buggy and unclear. Words at times. Buggy pauses with the sounds. I'm monitoring it over here on my left. So if I look this way, if I look this direction, that's me checking out the screen. I have like 3 pictures of myself here. Yes, I need to upgrade all my stuff. And it could just be the fact that my computer is, I guess by today's standards, my computer is ancient. I think this thing might be 5 years old or something like that. I'm pretty sure I bought this laptop pre-pandemic, but I just hadn't really started using it until I started doing the show here. And I want to look at more things. First and foremost, I'm gonna look at more of the chat in just a minute. But before we do look at the chat, I think that we need to. I need to wake up. I don't know if you guys need to wake up. I need to wake up. So one of the things that wakes me up is our celebration that we have. And by the way, I'm going to be changing the celebration up here in the next week or so. I found some new footage that I want to bring into this celebration and make it a little bit more fun, a little bit more variety. But whenever we have super stickers, super chat, super thanks, memberships, membership gifting, PayPals, any of those kinds of things, and hopefully, if I have a PayPal, I end up seeing it during the show. Somebody might have to alert me if you drop a PayPal. But if you drop any of those things, we love to celebrate it here on the show. And I know my wife loves this celebration. So let's run the celebration now and show you what that looks like.
Is it too much? Too much? It's your birthday!
Oh, this is just the best of us. OCDD93, I see your question on the screen. PayPal. Just drop PayPal. PayPal does not take very much at all, actually. I don't even know that they take 1%. I don't know. They don't. It's a very, very small amount. So if you want to drop a PayPal, I always appreciate that. Because yeah, YouTube don't get any of it. But I do like my memberships. Memberships are fun because then you can drop all those fun little emojis in the chat. I might be able to get I have to look and see if I can do a new emoji too. But I appreciate all the help as we continue to do the show. Speaking of the show, there's a very, very good chance with my son in school now. He gets to school before 8 o'clock in the morning. I might be able to start doing the show as early as 9 a.m. Now, for those of you that are used to the 10 a.m. show or the 9:30 a.m. show, which is what we're doing now, and you want to keep joining in at those times, that's perfectly fine. If we move it up a half an hour to 9 a.m., it just means I'm going longer. And you can join at any time. Let me see who else we have in the chat because I feel like I missed some people. And the Going Shogi says, don't forget to say hello and to smash that like button on the way. And that's right. I'm horrible about reminding people about that. Most of the time I forget about it. But yes, please smash that like button. Leave the chat if you have to. Hit the little X on your device. Go out. Hit that like button and then come back in and then chat some more. Yay! I appreciate that, guys. And of course, if you're watching this on the replay, please leave the like on the replay and subscribe. No, wait. Comment. Yes, comment below that you're part of the replay gang. Appreciate that. Yo, Going Shogi. Hola, chicas, Virginia Bradley, my beautiful wife. She says she will be here listening. I don't know how you're going to. She can do more things than me. She's also working out right now. Good for her. I'm having so much trouble getting myself to work out. I don't know. MK will be hot as an oven. Yes, we saw that one. Okay, so let's see. Let's get caught up here. Buggy, unclear. It's not bad. Sometimes it goes into a bit of a laggy robot like that. I don't know. That's actually me doing. I don't know if it happened during that. That'd be funny. But it is usually more prevalent when you're sharing a website or a video. Yes, that I can understand. I think that might be. Maybe it's time to find a new laptop. It's only operating Windows 10. I think they're on Windows 11, probably about to release Windows 12. I need to do better and upgrade. What do we got here? Disney will have to go through SIFTOD for plans of approval to demolish the Rivers of America. Yeah, but they'll probably get them. Hulk is not excited for the interactive Mickey experience. No, he is not. Disney is sending their fans to Epic at this point. Yeah, it seems like they are, and that's perfectly fine. Or maybe what Disney is trying to do is take the long-time traditional Disney fans and shun them, us, over to Epcot while welcoming in their tiny, 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 smaller fan base. That's the Hollywood, let's just say the Hollywood loving type, perhaps. I don't know. I'm working my donkey off this week. Very tired. Yeah. I don't know. I'm tired too, Izzo. I don't know what the heck's going on, but man, yeah, no, it's just Spectrum in this area. Just Spectrum is all we have. Equus Heart, the whole D23 thing has me so super depressed, and it sucks because there's no one really understands why. Some of my Facebook groups, it's really interesting. Like, people are like, oh, just move on and accept the change and blah, blah, blah. It's not that. Like, here's the thing. I'm not, like, I hate to see Muppets going away, but if they replace Muppets with Monstropolis in that area of the park right now in Hollywood Studios is pretty dead. And Hollywood Studios in general has just gone so far downhill. I mean, they replaced the amazing, amazing Streets of America. The Honey, I Shrunk the Kids play. By the way, it seems like have you noticed that they're basically removing all of the kids' play areas and playgrounds from all the parks? What used to be a big old kids' play area at Epcot, they turned into a cornhole, a place to play cornhole, which is really strange. But like the things that are for little kids, they are really trying to get rid of in the parks. So it's like, we don't want you to bring your toddlers here anymore. And they're adding more bars, which tells me that Disney wants you to drink more. The whole Disney thing, people make fun of Disney adults, which is funny because it seems like Disney is really catering. They're leaning into the whole Disney adult thing, catering more people drinking, getting drunk in the parks, leaving trash on the ground all over. That's what's happening at the Magic Kingdom. I see it. I see it a lot. So we've got, why can't they retheme Tomorrowland Speedway as cars? Makes sense and would bring back interest in that ride. We always pass it right up. Tomorrowland Speedway is the one thing that they seem to be holding on to that I don't see a whole lot of people loving. It's the thing about Rivers of America and Tom Sawyer's Island, which we're going to be talking about here in just a moment, and see what the announcement is on that. Like those things right there, Tom Sawyer's Island and Rivers of America, Disney's removing them because that way they can remove history, remove Americana, remove what's some people in today's environment, a few small, maybe 2% or less of the population sees as problematic. That's, I think, why they're doing what they're doing. I screen recorded a buggy sound so you can hear it. Thank you, Izzo. Do send it over to me on X. I appreciate that. How can we donate? Oh, yes. I think I addressed that one, and I probably have a whole bunch of new ones. Yes. But not till after your show. That's fine. Awesome. Link in the bio. Yes. So the link should be in the pinned comment, I believe. For the PayPal, just click on that and it goes right. You'll see my name, Ron Bradley, when you go over there. So just to let you know, that's on the PayPal site. Good afternoon, Go and Shogi. And then Mr. Fulton Mraz is announced. Good morning, Ron. I have a big, huge announcement that my mom is going to be nominated for Athletic of the Month. Hey, yay, Mr. Fulton Mraz's mom. Why not? Let's just do a little.
Is it too much? Too much? It's the perfect! Wahoo!
Oh, this is just the best of us. Yay! Congratulations, Mr. Fulton Mraz's mom. Theme Parks and More says hello. Hello, Theme Parks and More. Tom F says, good morning, all. I'm trying to get caught up with all the chat. Do we have a closure date? We do not have a specific closure date that I know of. Nothing until 2025, I believe. Yes, and then go and Shogi Equus Heart. It's upsetting. I must have missed that chat, the Equus Heart chat. Native Hawaiian, move on, folks, to the reason why this keeps happening. You condone it, you exacerbate it. Yes, if you go to any of the big giant Walt Disney World tips and tricks groups on Facebook, pixie dusters galore. I don't think they're getting it sprinkled on top. I think they're snorting it. Tom F. Hale, I'm following the magic, and the magic is headed to Epic. Yes, it is the Wizarding World. It's going to be amazing over there, seeing Paris. Good morning, Native Go Tom, T-Pam, Miraz, Juliet, OCDD, everybody in the house. Izzo's Place, howdy. Are we almost caught up? Can you imagine a Cars overlay? Maybe Elementator passing you up and talking, dude, I could redeem it for free. That removes the ducks. People who are for the destruction haven't factored in there minor details that make that area wonderful. There's minor and major details that make the area. Yes, they are mainlining all that pixie dust. They sure are. Anyone else having a bunch of ads cut into the lives on this? Sorry about that. Over here, just trying to see the ads. Sorry about any of the ads. Just you can skip up. You can click on that if you like. Izzo's Place, hello, and I think that catches me up with the chat. If I can find what I want to find over here. Okay, so I'm going to share this. Make sure the sound is off. I don't want to get any copyright claims. We're adding this to the stage. Let's see. There we go. Horizons, the D23 Experience Showcase. So there was a bucket load, and we went over some of what came out of D23 yesterday. There was so much. And one of the biggest things that people are talking about, and by the way, I will be on the WDW Pro show at noon today. So I am double checking. If somebody can tell me, if you don't mind letting me know in the chat, has Culture Casino posted his 6-minute daily video yet? Because if he has, what I'm wanting to do is stream right into Culture's 6-minute daily, because then he will be streaming then right into the WDW Pro show. So when he drops that, if you guys would let me know, I would appreciate that. And Pocahontas, Rivers of America. You know, I don't know. Like, there's a lot of people who have talked about even Tiana's having been Pocahontas, why that would have worked there. Although, yes, it's thematically makes a little bit more sense than Tiana's in Frontierland. Although the story of Pocahontas takes place way before the frontier. But then Cars. I said this, Jenny Nicholson had posted on X, and she had said, let me see if I can find this because I thought it was funny. Let me see if I can, I'm going to look up on X and see if I can find this Jenny Nicholson post, because I thought it was kind of hysterical. I thought my answer was even funnier. Let me see. So here it is. Here's the post. My answer may be way down on it now. Nope, it's not. It's right there. All right, so let me share this. Let me share this. You guys can probably see it there now, right? All right, so this is Jenny Nicholson. If you don't know who she is, she's a huge YouTuber that doesn't just do Disney content. She does all kinds of content, but she had a very, very popular millions and millions and millions of views on her Star Cruiser vlog that was like 4 hours long of her experience on the Star Cruiser. And she says in this post, sorry for non-theme park followers, Disney is reportedly going to fill in the river and bulldoze the island to make a Cars offloading ride. And then I said, oh, clearly you don't know your correct American history, as cartoon sentient automobiles were always an important element of forging the American frontier. Definitely not America's great rivers or stories like Tom Sawyer, which are clearly bogus and must be erased. that was my thought. That was my thought for Jenny's post. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I just it's just some of the stuff is so unbelievable. I don't know. I don't know what to think. Let's look at what the Disney Parks blogs have written. So you've got Horizons, D23, Villains Land, Adventures Attractions, new cruise ships, Monsters Inc. Land, Coco Ride, Avatar Area, Tropical Americas, Lion King Ride. Now, the one thing that I'm glad about out of all of these announcements is the nighttime parade with Mandu and Grogu coming to Hollywood Studios. Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Clearly, they don't care about their timeline anymore, which is actually a good thing, to be honest. Latest stories. I'm trying to see because I know they posted on the. Here it is. This is what we're looking for. New details revealed for largest expansion in Magic Kingdom history. And this was published yesterday. All right, so there's a look at what will be Cars Land. If you hear lawnmowers in the microphone, I apologize. They're mowing the lawns outside of the home right now here. So what you're seeing in this concept, if you look down here, I don't know if I can highlight that. Let me see. Let's see if I can blow this up a little bit. All right, so if you look at the bottom of the concept art toward the middle, there's a building. And right here, I don't know if you probably can't see my arrow over it now, but down to the very bottom, there's a building. That is the top, that's the roof of what is now the station for the Liberty Bell when you get on the boat, the river boat. And so you can kind of see the outline of what was Rivers of America. It still is today, but conceptually on this art, when it's done, you can see the circular outline, which is basically filled in by a walking path. So I should have, I didn't do this. You're going to see me do something with the screen here. I apologize, but I forgot to turn off my notifications during the show. I don't like that. Do not disturb. There we go. Sorry about that. But I don't want my notifications turned on during the show. So. Yeah. Okay. So we're looking at this map. And that's the Cars Land. They've got some type of an alpine mountain. These are not the same attractions. It's not a repeat of what they have over at Disneyland and California Adventure. So I guess that's good. But here is what they have to say about that as we scroll down on their page. It says, this past weekend at D23, the ultimate Disney fan event, Disney Experiences chairman Josh D'Amaro revealed exciting new details about what's coming to Walt Disney World. In addition to getting up close and personal with monsters and villains, soon you'll be able to explore the uncharted territory, the great outdoors, with an expansion in Frontierland themed around Pixar Animation Studios cars. Now, American Frontier lasted, I would say, until the late 1800s, maybe the 1890s. 1885 would have still been considered the American frontier, the Old West. There was that period of westward expansion in America. That was the frontier. So the frontier would have been, generally speaking, west of the Mississippi. However, I know Splash Mountain was, I think, Georgia, South Georgia. So even Splash Mountain technically wasn't exactly perfectly fitting in Frontierland. So Frontierland as a thematic element, obviously, the Disney Imagineers have challenges of figuring out what to put in the American frontier. Cars didn't come along until 1904. I mean, actual Cars, not Cars the movie, but later on, we didn't see cars like Cars were in Cars the movie until the 60s, I believe, is when that's supposed to take place. So it's like, how much does this not belong in a Frontierland? It really does not belong in a Frontierland. I don't even know how they're calling it Frontierland anymore. It's clearly not based on what Frontierland was supposed to originally be. The rivers of America were so important to the American frontier because it was the Mississippi and the Missouri, the Ohio, and then everything as you expand west, the Colorado River. All of the American rivers are extremely important, not just to American geography, but as to why America has its place in the world today, the United States specifically. So that goes on to say it's time to leave Radiator Springs and head west into exciting new locations to make way for this completely new frontier. See what they're doing there? New frontier. In other words, it has nothing to do with American history, but a new frontier, which they're just making up. I mean, they're literally making this up as they go along. The rivers of America and Tom Sawyer Island will be demolished, bulldozed, destroyed, or our word, transformed. Yeah, not transformed. They're bulldozing it. They're destroying it. They are absolutely destroying a huge chunk of the Magic Kingdom into a vast and rugged terrains for a rally race with some of the world's most iconic racers. Ka-chow is what's being said here. We are thrilled to create this original Cars adventure and put our guests in the driver's seat as we quite literally explore a new frontier in Frontierland, shared Michael Hunjin, Walt Disney World portfolio executive producer at Walt Disney Imagineering. Oh, Imagineering. What the heck has become of you guys? Part of pioneering this story includes tapping into themes of exploration and adventure that inspire so many of us to keep propelling forward. I don't know. Anytime we touch Magic Kingdom, we recognize the massive responsibility that exists to get it right and tell stories that connect with our guests. I don't think that is true, Disney. You do not recognize that massive responsibility enough. Clearly, you have misread the room. The new area will bring you along for the ride, pun intended, with a brand new thrilling rally race through the mountains, climbing trails and dodging in addition to a second attraction geared towards fun for the whole family. Now, as far as the attractions themselves, I don't really take issue with the attractions themselves. Also don't see why they couldn't have been thrown over into Hollywood, or maybe get rid of the Tomorrowland Speed Racers or something like that. Ahead of work, revving into high gear next year. Okay, so there's the timeline for those people who've asked. Next year, guests will have plenty of time to experience the charm and nostalgia of Frontierland as it is today. So what they're telling you is you have the rest of August, September, October, November, December, possibly January, to experience Frontierland as it is today before they throw up walls and make the Magic Kingdom, just like they did with Epcot being Walcott for 5 years. The Magic Kingdom is about to become Walled Kingdom. So not Walt, but Walled Kingdom, because that whole area is a huge area to put walls around. And that's what you're going to see. You're going to see a bunch of construction walls in the Magic Kingdom for a very long time. And at the rate that Disney does stuff, especially if they want to get it right and actually have it work, unlike Rihanna's, they're going to have to take their time. It's probably going to be 4 or 5 years. They're estimating 2027. I don't think it's going to happen by the year 2027, if I'm being honest. I don't think we're going to see this open until 2028. 2020. First of all, the moment they excavate the rivers of America and start bulldozing Tom Sawyer's Island, think about what kind of issues they might run into. You've got rivers of America. I'm trying to think of how the utilidors run. I mean, you've got to be so careful not to bulldoze utilidors and all kinds of stuff that's under there. So it's going to be a mess just doing it. Anyway, let's read on here. Cruising around the bend, guests will be able to venture beyond Big Thunder Mountain into an all-new land dedicated to Disney villains. Inspired by the wicked characters fans know and loathe, the multi-acre expansion will include 2 major attractions, plus dining and shopping. Walt Disney Imagineering is pushing creative boundaries to dark and mysterious levels to bring this new first-of-its-kind land to life. So that's on the other side of Big Thunder. They're doing the Disney villains. My understanding is that the first villains featured in the Villains Land should be Bob Iger, Josh Tomorrow, Kathleen Kennedy, Dana Walden. These would be great Disney villains to feature. If you're going to do a Villains Land, why not feature the villains that are bringing this all to us? My gosh. Together, these new additions of Magic Kingdom will represent the largest expansion in park history. It's not all an expansion. Some of it is an expansion. The Villains Land is an expansion. But that's not all happening at the most. But that's not all happening at the most magical place on Earth. During Horizons, Josh revealed additional attractions and enhancements coming soon to Walt Disney World. So you got Monsters Inc. Land, the reimagined test track, which is already underway, Tropical Americas, which I think is Pueblo Esperanza, something like that. Zootopia, Better Together, that's under the tree. The new nighttime parade, the thing that I'm most excited about is the new nighttime parade. But the 2 new lounge spaces, why? Disney, just why? Why would you bring more alcohol into the parks? You have the resorts, plenty of alcohol at the resorts. So I don't understand. I really don't. Oh, baby, my baby is back again. There you go. All right, so my beautiful wife is in the house again. Blah 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 blah. All right, so we're gonna go through here, and Dan's life is here. Good morning, everyone, and Ron. Sorry I'm late. Finished mowing the lawn. Were you mowing mine? Because I heard the mowers outside. Anyway, if Disney can be any more psychotic, don't be surprised that they will get rid of Star Tours and Muppets. I think Muppets is going away. Star Tours, I would imagine that's going to stay. But I'm pretty sure that, I don't think they've announced it yet, but it just seems like Monstropolis has to go where Muppets is. Where else do they have? They could put it in the animation courtyard. Maybe that's where it'll go. Sorry, I can't see with my glasses off. If Go and Shogi or Izzo's place is in the house, do you mind checking to see if Culture has posted his link yet? I would appreciate knowing that. Native Hawaiian, are you into One Piece at all? My family and I call the C-suite the Celestial Dragons. And then Native Hawaiian says no, but I work at Comic-Con every year and I know who the Celestial Dragons are. That's funny. That would be very, very cool, I think, to have the opportunity to work at the San Diego Comic-Con. Tom F says hello to Hanging with Erica and Raph. Oh, I see. There they said hi. All right, so this is an interesting thing. Go and Shogi, member chat says, I had an Uber driver that used to be a Disney World Imagineer. He said the most difficult task with any new construction was moving water. Apparently, it's a big deal with tons of extra legalities. That makes a lot of sense, okay? Because originally at Epcot, when they were redoing the construction, the original concept art, you might remember, had a big fountain replacing the Fountain of Nations. There was still going to be a fountain in that central area of Epcot. Now there's not a single fountain. There's a planter that doesn't really look family appropriate if you look at it from above. Thank goodness most people can't see it from above, so it's not that big of a deal there. But we didn't get that water there because they had to move so much of that water, that Fountain of Nation water, they had to change that and move it over to Journey of Water, inspired by Moana. And as fun of a play place as that is for kids at night, it's makes it worse. It makes it hotter during the day, even though there's water over there. It actually creates more humidity, which makes that area about 5 to 10 degrees hotter or feeling hotter than the rest of the park. It's kind of crazy. Now that fall, this is kind of funny. I know it's going to seem weird, but now that fall is on the way, my son is in school. I'm actually going to be able to spend more time in the parks, especially during the week, than I have been able to do over the summertime. It's kind of weird, but I don't get to the parks as much in the summer. No link yet. And you're already done with your workouts. Congratulations to my beautiful wife for finishing her workouts. Let's do a celebration.
Is it too much? Too much? It's the birthday!
Oh, this is just the best of my scene. That's funny. Our Mickey ears, our Reynolds wrapped right there with you, and no link yet for yes, Grimly. So it's going to be really fun. I'm working on upgrading, if you will, the celebration. I'm working on finding some more like funny celebrity dance clips to put in there. It should be a good time. Hopefully. I can't check that on here. I was going to try and check something. I love that pop dance tune. Yeah, that is off of Epidemic Sound. Sorry, I couldn't think of it. These expansions would have made sense for a fifth gate. Well, you know what these expansions prove, Dan? These expansions prove that whole thing that they were talking about a fifth gate about 2 months ago was basically a lie. I know the word lie is a strong word, but yeah, about 2 months ago we heard all this talk of, they have permission for a fifth gate. They filed permission. They got permission, blah, blah, blah. None of that means anything, guys. All of these announcements changing Animal Kingdom, changing Hollywood Studios, Epcot. They only have Test Track in. They haven't said anything about what they're going to do with what was going to be the Play Pavilion, which was Wonders of Life, the big dome. I have great ideas for Epcot that they definitely need to do, and it doesn't really involve expansion, but it does involve getting more people onto rides. Um, yeah. Oh, cool. Very cool. Uh, and then, yeah, they just got in over their heads. And Go and Shogi makes a very good point here. For all of this stuff, where is this money going to come from? They promised about $1 billion worth of new stuff. Well, supposedly they have $17 billion allocated specifically for Walt Disney World over the next decade. But that 17 billion is up to 17 billion, but a supposedly promised 8 billion allocated. I don't know where that's coming from. I don't know where that is in the budget. I'm not going to be disappointed by Disney doing anything that's good. So Hollywood Studios, to me, I just don't see how they can wreck it anymore. I mean, you've already destroyed everything that was great about Hollywood Studios, and this is why I'm so worried about the Rivers of America. It's because I think they're about to do to Magic Kingdom what they did to Hollywood Studios. Everything that was great about Hollywood Studios, everything that made Hollywood Studios, they have destroyed. They destroyed Streets of America. They destroyed Lights, Motors, Action. They destroyed the Great Movie Ride. They destroyed the Backlot Tour. They destroyed the Osborne family lights that people would flock there for at Christmas time. And they destroyed all of that to throw in a fan fiction Star Wars land that doesn't exist in any of the Star Wars properties. Batuu? Who's ever heard of Batuu? It's not Hoth. It's not Coruscant, which Coruscant would have been amazing, right? Like, can you imagine if they would have been able to figure out a way to do Coruscant? That would have been a Star Wars land worth going to see. Because for a while it was Imperial City, then it was Coruscant. I mean, that would have been fantastic. But they based it off of the new movies, and then it's not even in the whole idea of creating your own Star Wars story. Well, we still would have been doing that. We do that over at Harry Potter Land, but at least Harry Potter Land is stuff from the movies. Rover Boy says, "Good morning, Ron. Remember Iger's quote in Morgan Stanley interview? Disney has thousands of acres of land to develop, and we could actually build 7 new full lands if we wanted to go around the world." I mean, there it is. Iger admitting that they have all this land that they're not going to use. It's just the dumbest thing. If they put Radiator Springs in place of Northern California for Cars Land East, would that dampen the blow? I don't know. I don't know how any of this is going to make any sense. So all of that destruction in Hollywood Studios to throw in Toy Story Land, which is super, super, super hot, has a halfway decent roller coaster that's great for the family. But I really feel like they could have done Slinky Dog Dash and still kept the Backlot Tour. And you could have had a little bit of a smaller footprint of Toy Story Land, still kept Backlot Tour. Clearly, Galaxy's Edge could be done where some parking lot area is now. The parking lot at Hollywood Studios is ginormous and never fills up more than a third of the way. Usually it's less than 1/4 of the way filled up. And also, by the way, with that big of a parking lot, guess what you can also do? You can throw in a parking garage if you want. It's not that difficult. I mean, if they have the billions of dollars to do this stuff, then why not do it right? I don't know. That would be cool. They say, yeah. And Erica says, because they can't afford it. I wish there was a way to stop this from happening. Don't we all wish that there was a way to stop it from happening? I sure do. Let me see what's going on with the poll. So I'm looking at the poll now, and it says 75% say that no, Disney should not continue their plans to demolish the rivers of America in that poll. I just think that's so superifically ridiculous. And Culture Casino's link is up. All right, so let's check that out. Oh my gosh, thank you guys for keeping up with the chat. Thank you, moderators, especially Go and Shogi, Izzo's Place, Jeremy's up there. All my moderators that are in the chat, Erica and Raph, thank you so much for keeping up. I appreciate that more than you guys can know. If I had any kind of an income whatsoever, I might pay you. I have nothing. I love WDW Pro. I am definitely not anywhere near his level yet. This is just me trying to add some value into your life, and hopefully I add a little bit of value into that life. I wish I could, I wish I could figure out a way to work more vocal impersonations into the show. I could maybe I'll start a whole segment where all I do is just take where all I do is take requests from you during the show about which impersonations you'd like me to do. That would be funny, because that would probably give me some to work on. Let's see here. I think that's it. Paramount starts big layoffs, the 6-minute daily. See, I don't talk about the stuff like that because Culture does. So now we're going to stream right into Culture, and then Culture was going to stream right into WDW Pro, and I'll be back for the WDW Pro show this afternoon. If someone found a magic lamp and got 3 wishes, I would use one of those wishes to take the reins of Disney and stop this madness. Absolutely 1000%. I cannot agree with you more. I love Jonas's idea of making Rivers of America into a bayou that leads into a Tiana attraction, maybe New Orleans land. I mean, it would make a lot more sense to have New Orleans land represented at Magic Kingdom. I don't know. Maybe they're already planning on taking down Tiana's Bayou Adventure. I mean, it doesn't work. So with no New Orleans land plan, and I thought for sure they're going to announce some type of a New Orleans retheme, because you have a perfect area in the Magic Kingdom to retheme from Tiana's over to cut off where the Country Bears is, right? And Country Bears would be like the end of Frontierland, and then cut back to Pirates, and Pirates could actually be part of New Orleans instead of Adventureland. They could have done that so easily. And then New Orleans land doesn't make any sense. Definitely not the greatest city in the country for That's true. That is true. They have New Orleans Square at Disneyland, and I guess it kind of makes sense over there. But yeah, I think it had a magic to it that has lost its luster over the years for sure. Need a drop of Gandalf bursting into the Gondor saying, "This is madness." So if I could do, I'll have to look at the Gandalf's voice, and maybe I can do Gandalf the Grey. Although Culture looks like Gandalf, so that's better on his end. They have such hubris to think they can promise blue sky, give us broken rides, and we will still eat it up. I mean, the thing is, at least 50% of Disney fandom. There's about 50, there was 100%. I'd say 95% of Disney fandom before 2019 was pretty much on board with most of what Disney was doing. Then they delivered Galaxy's Edge, and it was empty because the ride wasn't open. Rise of the Resistance wasn't open. Then Rise opened, and then 3 months later, the parks shut down completely. And it's just not good. And now the time is passing in a different way than it did pre-2020. So it's just going a lot. It's just things are weird. But yeah, they never apologize. That's one of the biggest things. And okay, well, I guess this is true. Native Hawaiian makes a very, very good point here. Just remember, folks, the acronym for blue sky is, in fact, BS. That makes sense. Well, let's have one more celebration. I didn't see any supers or membership drops. That's okay. I want to do another celebration. Maybe if there's a PayPal in back, I can't look at that until after the show, but I'm gonna pretend there is, and we'll just celebrate anyway.
Too much? Too much? It's a birthday!
Oh, this is just the best of us. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us today for the Daily Dish. Tomorrow's Daily Dish could potentially be very different and maybe longer because I might not be here. That's a little hint at what I plan on doing tomorrow. Now, the plans could change, but right now the plan is to very potentially end up streaming live from a park for the Daily Dish tomorrow. So we might be delving further into this subject by being the very place that we're talking about today. Would you guys like that? Would you guys like to see Frontierland tomorrow at the Daily Dish live? Let me know in the chat if you think that would be a good idea for me to be live at the Magic Kingdom for the Daily Dish and show you exactly what we're going to be losing. Would you like to check that out? And Equus says, if anything, I'm a little jealous that Disneyland Paris is getting a Lion King land because that's my second favorite. They get all of that. So Virginia says yes. Yeah, baby, I know you just want to get me out of the house. That's a whole different deal. And Avarice Carmageddon says, yes, please, before it's run. So that's the plan for tomorrow is to try and get out there. Yeah. Sure. Love, hearts, right. Love you, baby. Until then, we're going to send you over to Culture. So everyone say hi to Culture Casino for me in his chat when we raid in over there. And I maybe I'll be able to have a chance to stop by Animal Kingdom as well and get the AP magnet. Once I'm out there so I can go to any of the parks. Then so say hi to Culture and then join us at noon for the WDW Pro Show. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me today, and we will plan on seeing you tomorrow. Who wants to go to Paris anymore? I know, OCD. I know. Universal Studios Orlando parks will be overwhelmed next year. That is true. It's going to be a lot. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. And make sure on your way out, if you haven't done it yet, and if you're watching this on the replay, watching this on live, click the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, and click that notification bell, because when you click it, you'll stick it to the YouTube algorithm and you're notified of all of our uploads here at Follow the Bradley's Fun. Thank you so much, everybody. Until tomorrow or the next time, maybe noon today, we'll see you real soon. Bye, everybody. Ciao. Goodbye.